Hello dear friends, today I want to introduce you guys to watch Cashback. This movie could be categorized as a fantasy, drama, romance movie, and its score on IMDb is 7.1. Let's go! In the opening scenes of the movie we see Ben who is arguing with his girlfriend Susie. But let's be fair, we can hardly call it an argument because Ben is standing there like a statue and his girlfriend is going all in. Ben does not take this breakup well and he gets traumatized. So every night he sits alone staring at Susie's pictures. One night he loses it and calls Susie and asks for a second chance, but she refuses to do it and tells Ben that she's seeing and sleeping with a guy by the name of Steve. This news breaks Ben apart and now he can't sleep. Insomnia starts to become a huge problem for Ben. He spends his night watching movies and reading books, but these activities cost him a lot of money. So now he is broke as well. When Ben goes to get some food at the local supermarket, he realizes that he doesn't have any money. And this situation makes him come up with an idea. He tells himself that he can't sleep at nights, so why not make some money out of it? He talks to Jenkins, the owner of the place, and asks for the job. And he gets him a job as a janitor of the night shift. And one day, one of the sellers at the shop, Sharon, arrives late and she tells Ben that Jenkins will kill her for this. But since Jenkins is a bit naughty, handles the situation and pardons Sharon in some other ways, if you know what I mean, and Sharon gets back to work. All the people in the supermarket seem to have some weird habits. For example, Sharon always wears a watch, but covers it with something because she believes that looking at the watch all the time will make the time go slower. Barry, another seller, is that guy that whenever someone sees him from outside, thinks he's crazy, and it is absolutely right. When Barry was a kid, he wanted to do some moves, quote unquote, with his bike, and he hit his head to the wall. It's been 2 weeks that Ben can't sleep at night, and little by little, bizarre things start happening. He realizes that he can now slow time and even stop it. Ben always loved to draw, but not ordinary drawing. He likes to draw women's bodies. This liking, you could say, took on when he was 7 years old and his parents hired a Swedish babysitter who was really beautiful. When Ben's parents left the house, the girl liked to use their shower and she was often naked in front of Ben, so he could give Ben some credits, right? Now that Ben can stop time, he starts to draw women. He undresses them, draws their faces and their bodies, dresses them back again, and they don't even know it. Once he stops the time, he sees Jenkins yelling at Sharon, so he takes Jenkins and put him in front of a bottle that Barry threw towards Matt. Maybe Jenkins would change after this, who knows? And whenever he wants, he can get the time back to normal with his hands as if nothing happened. One night, when he gets home, someone knocks on the door. He opens the door and it's Sean, who came to ask how is Ben and how is Susie. Sean and Ben are childhood friends. As kids, one time Sean took Ben to his parents' bedroom and showed him sexy magazines and nude photos, but Ben told him that seeing it in real life is a lot more fun. Talking about the Swedish babysitter, Sean became extremely jealous and he pays a girl in the neighborhood, Natalie, £50 to see her naked. And Natalie, who liked this new business, easy money, she started to get some money from the boys and show them her body. Let's get back to the present time. One day Sharon and Ben were sitting together and Sharon wants to take a bite from Ben's sandwich. Ben likes it and stops the time. Tries to kiss Sharon, but the time doesn't stop this time. It just slows down. Ben freaks out and leaves. The next day, Jenkins organizes a football match between his supermarket and another one. His supermarket loses 26-0. Plus, Jenkins breaks his nose when Barry kicks the ball straight to his face. Matt wants to take Jenkins to the hospital and tells Ben to take Sharon home. Ben accepts it, but before they arrive at Sharon's, they stop for a coffee. Ben asks her that did she and Matt sleep together, and Sharon says that she would never do it with Matt. She says that it was just a date. Sharon keeps on talking about her life and tells Ben how much she loves to learn Spanish and to travel to South American countries. Ben tells Sharon that he'd like to open a gallery and put his drawings on display. When Sharon hears this, she gets excited and likes Ben's dream and tells him that painters are special people because when they see something beautiful, they want to share it and show it to everyone. After a few days, Jenkins gets out of the hospital and he makes an announcement. He tells everyone that he wants to throw a huge birthday party for himself. He gives Ben $200 and wants him to find a stripper for the night. Ben goes to find a stripper for Saturday, and while talking to the stripper, he's reminded of Sharon and thinks what a good stripper Sharon would make. After having booked the stripper, he gets back to the store, stops the time, and starts drawing Sharon. Although there are many girls at this store, he only draws Sharon. Saturday arrives and it's Jenkins' birthday. When Sharon and Ben are about to leave work, Sharon kisses Ben and tells him to pick her up so they can go to the party together. Ben is shocked, but he accepts to do it. When he gets home after 4 long weeks, he sleeps. But his phone rings and wakes him up. He picks it up and the guy introduces himself as Alex and tells Ben that he owns a gallery and he has seen some of Ben's paintings and he is interested in them. Alex says that he would love to see him in person. What Ben doesn't know is that this is a prank call that Matt and Barry made to mess with Ben. When Ben arrives to Sharon's to pick her up, he tells him about the call and Alex, who liked his work, and Sharon is excited. At Jenkins' house, he sees Susie and Steve and introduces Sharon to Susie. In the meanwhile, the stripper is doing what she's there to do, and Sean recognizes the stripper. It's Natalie. They start talking to each other, and Sean tells Natalie that she looks a lot better than the last time that he saw her. Ben goes upstairs and sees Susie there. Susie starts talking to him. She tells Ben that she did not want to break up with him, and she regrets her decisions. She leans in and kisses Ben. Ben pushes her away and tells her that he doesn't want her anymore. But Sharon has seen the kiss and she storms out. Ben stops the time for almost 2 days trying to reverse it and undo the kiss, but he can't. He finally gives up and the next day he goes to Sharon's to talk to her. Sharon kicks him out and does not want to talk to Ben. He is messed up again and he goes to see Alex. And even Alex tells him that he doesn't know who he is. But he gives Ben a chance to take a look at his drawings. And he actually likes them. He accepts to show Ben's work in his gallery. Ben is really happy to hear this and sends an invitation to Sharon. A few days pass and finally Sharon shows up. When she walks in the gallery, she realizes that a lot of the drawings are of her. This makes her to forgive Ben and starts dating with him again. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave suggestions for other movies and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.